knew who it was from Daniel, the man she had loved for 3 years, the man who had made her believe in forever. They met at a bookstore on a rainy Thursday. Maya had been looking for poetry. Daniel was browsing photography. Their fingers brushed over a worn copy of Neruda's love poems, and he'd smiled, saying, "Ladies first." It was that smile, the kind that felt like it was meant just for her, that had drawn her in. Soon, they were inseparable. Dinners turned into sleepovers, sleepovers into weekends away. By the time the first year passed, he had moved into her apartment. She had loved him with a quiet intensity, the kind that crept up slowly and then consumed her whole. He was gentle, attentive, and effortlessly charming. But there was something else beneath the surface, something Maya couldn't quite name. A restlessness, a hunger. It started small. The late nights at work, the forgotten dates, the scent of perfume that wasn't hers lingering on his shirt. Maya tried to reason with herself. People get tired, busy. But deep down, something twisted in her stomach. Every time he came home with that guilty softness in his eyes. Then came Serena. She was Maya's friend, or had been. They met at a charity gala, and Serena had instantly clicked with Daniel. She laughed at all his jokes, touched his arm a little too long, and called him D like they were old friends. Maya had told herself she was overthinking it, but instincts don't lie. The affair unraveled like a poorly kept secret. A text message left open, a receipt from a hotel bar, the way he suddenly became too nice after coming home late.
Night, Maya followed her intuition. She waited outside Serena's apartment and watched from the shadows as Daniel's car pulled up. He didn't knock. He used a key. She couldn't move for a long time. Just sat there in her car, gripping the steering wheel until her knuckles turned white. The betrayal wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, cold, like the silence that had grown between them over the last few months. When she finally confronted him, he didn't deny it. He looked at her like a child caught stealing, ashamed, but not surprised. "I didn't mean for it to happen," he said. "Did you love her?" she asked. He paused, which was answer enough. Maya packed his things that night, not because she didn't love him, but because she finally loved herself more. 6 months passed. Maya tried to heal. She threw herself into work, yoga, books, anything to distract from the ache. But love leaves a residue, and some nights she still reached for him in her sleep. Then came Luca. He was nothing like Daniel. Where Daniel was smooth and polished, Luca was rough edges and honesty. A mechanic with calloused hands and a soft spot for stray dogs. They met when Maya's car broke down in the middle of nowhere. He offered her coffee while she waited, and their conversation turned into something she hadn't felt in a long time. Laughter that wasn't forced. Their connection wasn't instant like it had been with Daniel. It was slow, like a flame that refused to burn out. He didn't shower her with grand gestures, but he remembered the small things. Her favorite tea, the way she hated thunderstorms, the scar on her knee from childhood. And yet love felt dangerous now. Every time Luca touched her, she flinched, afraid of falling again. But he never pushed. He simply waited, patient and steady. One night, after they'd made love for the first time, Luca pulled her close and whispered, "I'm not him. I'm not going anywhere unless you want me to." Tears welled in her eyes. She believed him. She wanted to believe him. But betrayal doesn't vanish. It lingers in the bones. A week later, Serena called. "I'm pregnant," she said without preamble. "It's Daniel's." Maya sat in silence, the past clawing its way back. "I thought you should know," Serena continued. "He left me, said he's not ready to be a father." Maya didn't say much. She simply hung up and stared at her reflection in the mirror. She didn't feel rage anymore, just a deep, hollow sorrow. Not for Daniel, not even for Serena. For the version of herself that had once believed love meant sacrifice. The next morning, Maya drove to Luca's shop. He was under a car, grease staining his hands. When he saw her, he smiled that gentle smile. "You okay?" he asked. She nodded. "I just needed to see you." He wiped his hands on a rag and came closer. "You don't have to say anything. Just stay." She leaned into him, breathing in the scent of motor oil and home. "I'm tired of letting ghosts live rent-free in my heart," she said quietly. Luca didn't respond with words. He simply held her. And for the first time in a long time, Maya felt the sting of betrayal fade into something softer. Not forgiveness, but freedom.